colors are bleeding together so beautifully. This watercolor memory is singing to me, a soft illustration of who we used to be. The days were so bright and your touch was so near, a picture of us that I still hold so dear. Now the autumn is painting the scenery outside, and my own independent path is my guide. It's a little bit lonely when the weather gets cold, but I'm proud of the story we managed to unfold. I found an old ticket inside of my bag from a midnight movie that used to make us lag. It didn't feel bitter, didn't feel great, just a warm appreciation for that yesterday. The weather has changed and the winter is near, but the love that you left me is crystal and clear. It's so much your nostalgia that cushions my mind, the sweetest connection I ever could find. Like a leaf on a river, I'm floating along, finding my shelter in the chords of this song. Breezy and soft, thank you for the watercolor still warm inside. I look at the marks that the old romance left behind and realize they made me more gentle and kind. These are my cozy scars, they don't hurt anymore. They're just lovely patterns on my spirit's floor, a reminder of oceans that I had to cross, finding the wisdom inside of the loss. You were a season that I had to survive, but the struggle is what made me feel so alive. I learned how to stand when the storm was so high, and how to say thank you instead of just cry. Now the cabin is cozy and the rhythm is sweet, I'm listening to the song with my own heartbeat. I'm a little bit fragile but completely secure. This is the medicine that makes me endure. The healing is quiet, the music is soft, lifting my heavy thoughts way up aloft. I'm proud of the woman that managed to grow, releasing the history and letting it go. No more resentment, no more bitterness. The playlist is ending, the candles are low, the clock on the wall has a lazy soft glow. Your eyelids are heavy, your muscles are loose. We finally signed a temporary truce with the demons of worry and ghosts of the day. We're letting them all drift away. Give me the last exhale before you fall asleep. No secrets to guard and no promises to keep. Sinking to the mattress, dissolve in the sound. Peace is the only thing found. Tomorrow will come with its own little test, but tonight you are blessed with the ultimate rest. A blanket of music to cover your soul, making the broken things whole. Hush now, the bass line is slowing its beat. The comfort is total, the healing complete. Give me the last exhale before you fall asleep. No secrets to guard and no promises to keep. Sinking to the mattress, dissolve in the sound. Peace is the only thing found. Good night. Just exhale. Reset. We tried our best to make the puzzle fit, sitting in the kitchen where the lamp was lit. But paths can bend and stories have to change, even when the love doesn't feel so strange. Your memory is like a woven blanket on my skin, keeping me warm from the cold wind within. It hurts a little bit to know you're not around, but I'm thankful for the beautiful peace that I found. I walk past the cafe where we used to meet. The autumn leaves were dancing down the empty street. I didn't feel angry, I didn't feel great, just a tender appreciation for yesterday. The fabric of us is still stitched in my heart, even though we're living a million miles apart. No tears of regret, just a soft, steady sigh underneath the canvas of this peaceful evening sky. It's a delicate balance of happy and sad, remembering the wonderful moments we had, soft and woven. You are safe in my past. Good night, my dear. Holding this ceramic mug close to my chest, watching the neon lights sink into their rest. You used to sit right on the edge of this seat, sharing the dreams that were so bittersweet. The steam from the herbal tea rises up high, like a friendly old memory passing me by. It's a gentle kind of heartbreak, a soft shade of gray, an elegant postcard from a faraway day. We couldn't stay together, but we didn't crash. We just let the fire turn to delicate ash. My grandmother told me that nothing is lost if it made your soul bigger. It's worth what it costs, so I won't be dying and it go heavy tonight. I'll just watch the watercolor fade from the light. The warmth of the kitchen is soothing my skin as a brand new perspective is starting to win. You were a teacher, a beautiful guide. I'm keeping the gratitude safely inside. The clock keeps on drifting, the music is deep, rocking the fractures of winter to sleep. Just a warm hug, a soft sigh in the dark. Everything's okay. The city is sleeping, but this melody keeps me warm. The evening steam is rising from my favorite mug. The living room is wrapped inside a golden hug. I found an old ticket stub from a year ago, back when the days were moving soft and slow. A little bit of midnight, a little bit of blue, watching the street lights paint a lovely view. Let the music whisper a song for the heart, a gentle reminder of a beautiful start. The sadness is fluffy like a cloud in the sky, wiping the shadow from the edge of my eye. The clock on the shelf isn't ticking too loud. I'm finally hidden from the noise of the crowd. There's a comfort in knowing that the pressure is gone, as the velvet piano carries me to the dawn. The melody is good night.
Under the silk canopy of this evening hour, the loneliness is losing its aggressive power. The room is a mixture of purple and gray, giving me a beautiful space just to stay. I spent so many months trying to satisfy the crowd, forgetting that a spirit doesn't need to be loud, chasing the gold of a frantic career, while my own inner music was hard to hear. But tonight the electric piano is sweet, it's melting the pressure from my tired feet. I am letting the sadness just sit on the rug, like an old winter coat that I don't wanna hug. The twilight is fading, the stars are awake, showing me the beautiful progress I make. No longer afraid of the stillness inside. I'm letting the natural harmony guide, a gentle descent into the peace of the night. Everything is turning out perfectly bright. Velvet and smooth, relaxing my mind. Peace at last.
We try to paint a picture with a broken brush, living our lives in such a beautiful rush. But colors can fade and the seasons must turn, leaving us with the lovely lessons we learned.
Your voice is like a vintage song in my mind, a little bit distant but incredibly kind. It hurts just a second to remember your face, but the rhythm is filling up the empty space.
I walk past the bench where we used to sit down, watching the orange leaves blanket the town. I didn't feel bitter, I didn't feel great, just a quiet appreciation for yesterday. The narrative of us is a beautiful track, even though we are never ever going back. A graceful surrender to the passage of time, secured in the safety of this gentle rhyme. It's a delicate mixture of happy and sad, savoring the wonderful moments we had. Fading away slow, safe in the past.
but the memory feels so warm right here. The echoes of autumn are singing to me, a beautiful picture of who we used to be. The days were so bright and your hand was so near, a chapter of us that I still hold so dear. Now the winter is whispering outside my room, and the flowers are waiting for spring to resume. It's a little bit lonely when the evenings get cold, but I'm proud of the stories we managed to unfold. I found an old letter inside of my bag from a midnight excursion that used to make us laugh. It didn't feel bitter, it didn't feel great, just a lovely appreciation for that yesterday. The season has shifted, the midnight is clear, but the love that you left me is crystal and clear. It's so much of nostalgia that cushions my mind, the sweetest connection I ever could find. Like a leaf on a river, I'm floating along, finding my shelter in the chords of this song. Breezy and soft, thank you for the autumn, still warm inside.
This lavender tea is restoring my grace as the midnight is settling down in this space. The apartment is quiet, the music is low, a gentle release from the places I go. I used to make breakfast for two every day, but now I am finding my own independent way. The silence was heavy when you first walked away, but now it's a canvas where my spirit can play. I looked at the curtains that sway in the wind, remembering the era before the thread thin. No promises broken, no arguments made, just a natural season that started to fade. A single life opens a beautiful door to appreciate things that I ignored before. Bittersweet texture of being alone in a lovely apartment that is fully my own. No expectations, no filters to wear, just a mature woman resting right there. Midnight reflection, sipping the warmth, perfectly fine.
We built a small castle on top of the sand and watched it dissolve with no control in our hand. But there is no anger left under my roof, just a quiet acceptance that stands as the proof. Your memory faces like pastel shadows on the wall, softly protecting my heart as the night starts to fall. It stings just a little to know you are gone, but the baseline is carrying me to the dawn. I passed by the theater where we used to hide. The autumn air brushed past the windows inside. I smiled at the ghost of the kids that we were, before all our dreams turned into a soft blur. The tapestry of us is stitched in my soul, even though separate paths are making us whole. No tears of resentment, just gratitude deep, as the rhythm is rocking my worries to sleep. It's a lovely composure of happy and sad, being so thankful for the magic we had. Pastel and smooth, you are safe in my history. Good night, my sweet friend. Watching the watercolor sky turn to night. The kettle is whispering soft on the stove. The living room turns to a lavender cove. I found an old postcard you bought at the station, a beautiful relic of past conversation. A little bit lonely, a little bit light. The stars are just waking to comfort the night. It's a sweet meltdown of the walls in my mind, leaving the dust of our ending behind. I'm missing the way that you whispered my name, but the memory handles the sorrow and blame. The clock on the mantelpiece travels so slow. I'm watching the amber lights outside just glow. It's a delicate feeling of being okay, with letting the beautiful things drift away. The evening is cradling the ache in my chest and changing the sadness to ultimate rest. You gave me a love that was tender and true. Now I am returning the favor to you. Let the electric piano keys drift in the air, like a feather that's floating with nobody there. Just a soft sigh, smiling through the purple twilight, safe and still. Just let your mind go completely blank, like water. Somebody said that this music is melting their head, turning the bitterness into a soft silk instead. It's true because under the surface of this heavy beat, there is no judgment or anger for you to repeat. The ice in your teacup is singing a delicate song, reminding your heart that you haven't done anything wrong. Let your brain turn to liquid and drift down the side of the bed. Pour out the arguments that you should have never had. You've been a soldier for 84 hours straight. Tonight you can leave all your weapons outside of the gate. We gather our thoughts like they're valuable pieces of gold, but most of the worries are trash that we just like to hold and clench your tight jaw and release the control from your hands. The universe moves without following all of your plans. Float on the texture of chords that are heavy and slow. Nobody's looking to see where your boundaries go. You are a ripple of light in a beautiful sea, completely unburdened and perfectly content to be. No past to regret, no future to carefully trace, only the absolute grace of this physical space. Just dissolve. Let it melt down, perfectly blank. Let's take a walk where the grass is green. Age is a number, but your spirit is deep. Too many secrets that you had to keep. Walking through muddy roads, dodging the fire, chasing the things that you used to desire. Now you are standing on top of a hill where the wind is warm and the air is so still. Welcome to the meadow inside of your mind. Leave all the shadows behind. to the high ground. Rest now. Yeah. This is the spot. The world wants you fast. The world wants you smart. But they never care about the state of your heart. They measure your worth by the money you make, but forget about the breath that you take. So master the art of doing nothing at all. Let the notifications just bounce off the wall. Staring at the ceiling, tracing the lines. We've got plenty of time. A quiet green garden inside of your mind, leaving the bitterness slowly behind. The kitchen is messy, the laundry can wait. Tonight we are wiping the slate. Oh, the sweetness of a blank piece of paper. Watch all the stress evaporate like vapor. So master the art of doing nothing at all. Let the notifications just bounce off the wall. Staring at the ceiling, tracing the lines. We've got plenty of time. Do absolutely nothing and feel no guilt. There is a stillness in the echo of the night, when the world turns off its blinding flashing light. You can hear your own heart beating in the room, like a flower waiting to bloom. You've been a caregiver, a worker, a guide, pushing your own little cravings aside. But who holds the hand of the one who is strong? Where does the beautiful healer belong? Right here in the silence, nobody expects the perfect reaction that everyone checks. You can be empty, you can be small. You don't have to answer the call. The echo is fading, the static is gone. We're waiting together for dawn. There is a stillness in the echo of the night, when the world turns off its blinding flashing light. You can hear your own heart beating in the room, like a flower waiting to bloom. In the echo, find yourself again, quiet bloom. said you were fine, but your voice gave a shake. How many promises did you have to break? Trying to be strong for the people you love, while looking for answers from heaven above. But you don't have to hide the tears anymore. They're just washing the dust from your floor. I see you're transparent, so beautiful and true. Nothing left to prove, nothing else to do. Like a glass of water reflecting the light. Everything's gonna be alright. Now 60 or 80, the years fly away, but the music still knows exactly what to say. Bringing back feelings you thought you had lost, counting the gains instead of the cost. You are a survivor of the winding, rocky road. Let me help you carry this heavy, bitter load. I see you're transparent, so beautiful and true. Nothing left to prove, nothing else to do. Like a glass of water reflecting the light. Everything's gonna be alright. Transparent and clear, you are beautiful. Sleep now. Social media feeds, everybody looks fine, but I know you've been drowning, running out of time, comparing your life to a screen full of lies. I see the exhaustion behind your sweet eyes. Drop the bags you carry, untie the heavy knot. You are more than enough. Look at what you've got. Tonight we are golden in a room full of grace. Slow down the frantic pace. It's a long rocky road when you live in your past, wondering why the good memories couldn't last. But look at you now, you survived every spark, walking right out of the deep, heavy dark. Close your eyes, feel the pulse in your chest. This is your permission to finally rest. Drop the bags you carry, untie the heavy knot. You are more than enough. Look at what you've got. Tonight we are golden in a room full of grace. Slow down the frantic pace. Unburdened now, yeah, you made it through. Rest your soul. Yeah, just let it fall. Softly as it rains outside, the pressure melts away. We don't need a single word for what we couldn't say. Pouring down the heavy thoughts until the mind is clear. safe and warm inside right here. You ran through the storm with no umbrella in hand, trying so hard just to make others understand. But the kitchen light is dim and the tea is getting cold. Time to let go of the stories you've been told. The city is rushing but we're standing still, watching the water run over the sill. A beautiful pause in a life full of noise, finding the peace in a delicate voice. Wash away the yesterday, rinse the tired eyes. No more chasing after things under cloudy skies. Softly as it rains outside, the pressure melts away. We don't need a single word for what we couldn't say, pouring down the heavy thoughts until the mind is clear, safe and warm inside right here. Let it wash, let it rain, beautiful pause. Pulled down by a velvet gravity, deep in the heart of my own galaxy. No heavy lifting, no mountain to climb, just a sweet suspension of space and time. My slippers slide on the hardwood floor, leaving the noise outside the door. The tea is steamy, a ginger scent, remembering where all the hours went. I used to worry about the ticking clock, now I'm the ocean hitting the rock, slow and steady, a constant flow, watching the eagle finally let go. It's a weightless kind of heavy, like a river at the levee, breaking through the mental dam, accepting exactly who I am. Falling up into the deep, secrets that I'll always keep. Gravity, soften now. I know how. Warmth in the static, boat in the dust, building a world that I finally trust. It's a crackle and a hum in the dark, lighting up a tiny little spark. Old record spinning a circular soul, making the broken parts feel like they're whole. The dust on the shelf is a history book. Come take a closer and quiet look. Needle is tracing the valleys of song, telling me exactly where I belong. No heavy drums, just a heartbeat pulse, better than anything anywhere else. Feel the vibration, sweet consolation, wrapped in the melody's arms, safe from the city's alarm. gold in the dust, building a world that I finally trust. It's a crackle and a hum in the dark, lighting up a tiny little spark, spin it round. Found my sound, static gold. Steps on the hardwood, shoes at the door, leaving the weight of the world on the floor. Shadows are dancing along with the breeze, finally finding a moment of ease. No clocks are ticking, no thoughts in my head, just the soft glow of the lamp by the bed. Welcome to the sanctuary where you don't have to try. Let the music brush away the tears you had to dry. You've been holding it together for so long, my friend. This is where the struggle ends. The mirror reflects all the miles that you walked, the silent battles when nobody talked. But under the covers, the armor can slide. There's no more expectations left to hide. Sanctuary where you don't have to try, don't have to try. Let the music brush away the tears you had to dry. You've been holding it together for so long, my friend. This is where the struggle ends. It's okay to be fragile, it's okay to be still. If you can't face tomorrow, the melody will. Just breathe, let it fade into the dark. Nothing to do now. My sneakers hum a rhythmic beat above the sleeping city street. The neon signs are fading blue, painting everything anew. Walking on a velvet path tonight, everything is shimmering so bright. Low vibration, high on peace, watching all my worries cease. A cat is perched upon a wall, shadow dancing, standing tall. I found the magic in the air, breathing in without a care. No one's rushing, no one's loud, moving through a phantom crowd. Every step a little prayer, floating on the midnight layer. Walking on a velvet path tonight, everything is shimmering so bright. Low vibration, high on A quiet room against the night. No need to hurry, no need to speak, just the comfort that I seek. Rain is tapping on the glass, watching all the shadows pass. The world is loud, but here it's still, following my own sweet will. Leaves are swirling in the cup, never wanna give this feeling up. A gentle warmth inside my hand, more than I had ever planned. Soft piano, slow and low, watching how the embers glow. Let the clock just tick away, I'll be fine right here to stay. Steam rises in the silver light, a quiet room against the night. No need to hurry, no need to speak, just the comfort that I seek. Sipping slow, midnight tea, just me. Fragile and beautiful, porcelain dreams, stitching my heart back at all of the seams. Delicate light in a world made of stone, making a kingdom all of my own. Handling my spirit with white lacy gloves, finding the things that a tired heart loves. Not made of iron, not made of steel, learning it's okay to actually feel. Tiny glass bells in the window of the hall, catching my spirit before I can fall. A mosaic of memories, bright and refined, organized neatly inside of my mind. Softly now, I'll show you how to be gentle with the spark, glowing in the dark. Porcelain